Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be reviewing yet another foundation and finding out if it is worth it or not. The foundation we are going to be talking about today is, drum roll please, the brand new BareMinerals BarePRO Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. Is this guy right here. We're also going to be testing out the brush that it was released with. This is the BareMinerals Luxe Performance Brush. It has a weird kind of shape to it. And we're also going to be testing out the BareMinerals Combo Control Milky Face Balance Primer. We're going to be testing all three of these out. My main concern is the foundation. Honestly, I heard that this is basically like supposed to be a dupe for the MAC Studio Fix, only a lot better for your skin because BareMinerals is geared more for people with sensitive skin, so it's supposed to like work really well. So we'll see how this goes. In the past, I have beefed with Flawless Full Coverage Foundation. For some reason, my skin is just not the biggest fan of it, and you guys know how we do it here. One side I'm going to do a beauty blender, the other side I'm going to do a brush, and yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and test this bad bitch out and see how it wears. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just prime real quick. Again, this is the BareMinerals Combo Control Milky Face Balance Primer Balance. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and test this out. It is definitely milky. I'm going to use just a little bit, and they do for a fact, I know, because we sell BareMinerals where I work at PurEnvi. I will have the address linked down below. I know for a fact that they also do have one for dry skin, a primer. They have a hydrating one. I just grabbed one for combo skin because I have combo skin, so that's the one I grabbed. This feels really good, feels really smoothing, not so hydrating, but definitely smoothing. So while we let that set, I'll go ahead and tell you some specs on the foundation. The foundation itself comes in 29 different colors, which is not bad. That's definitely a more variety than most, but less variety than some still. Like, it's not the greatest, but I think it's pretty good. And it is $34, and it is 1 fluid ounce, 30 milliliters or milligrams, but it's 1 fluid ounce, which is the standard. So it's also not the most expensive foundation out there. I would say it's definitely mid-range for a high-end brand. The brush is also $30, which I can tell you right off the bat, unless this brush works some sort of miracles, I can already tell you the brush itself isn't probably going to be worth $30 in my opinion, because very few brushes are worth that much money in my humble opinion. I just think that with Morphe and Sigma and even Luxe like out there now, there's no need for a really expensive brush. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. Like, the brush is probably gonna be a gimmick, but we'll see. I'm still gonna test it out and see what it do. Okay, now that the primer has set into the skin, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this now. It does come with a pump, which I'm super excited about, and I'm in the shade 16 Sandstone. I'm gonna go ahead and pump a little bit onto the back of my hand. I'm gonna grab 2 pumps, and on this side, because I'm gonna need a more full coverage finish on this side because of my situation, I'm gonna go ahead and use the brush on this side, and I'm just gonna grab it with the brush and try to paint it on. Hopefully I did a good job matching myself. Hopefully. This brush is pretty good at getting it like right in there in that nose area and on the nose as well, which I am game for. I feel like it's kind of moving the product in a weird way. I don't like how it's dispersing the product. I'm just keeping it real, guys. I just feel like it's just moving it. Like, I have to press it onto the skin. Alright guys, it is alright. As of now, it is alright. I'm not really that wowed by it. The coverage is not that great. It's not really that full coverage. I could still see a lot of my acne scars. I could definitely see the redness right there, and you can't really see my mole in the viewfinder, but I could definitely see my mole right here. It's very visible. Okay, now moving on to the other side of my face, I'm going to go ahead and grab also 2 pumps, and I'm going to paint it onto my face using a flat synthetic brush. You guys know I'd rather use this method than anything else. I'm just going to paint it onto my skin and then go in with a damp beauty blender. Alright guys, I'm not very wowed by this foundation as of now. I'm just kind of like, it's alright, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and build up another layer. I'm just gonna go in with that second layer with my beauty blender because I don't really like the brush side. I feel like it's emphasizing way more fine lines than with the beauty blender side. So I'm definitely gonna kind of let this set and then build up another layer. It's building up really nicely. I really like the way it's building up. It's not getting too cakey. It's still looking more skin-like, and with the beauty blender, honestly, the finish finish is so much better than with that brush. So it's not a very matte finish, but it's also not a very luminous finish. So I'm going to say it's a very natural in the middle kind of finish, which I didn't even read the specs from the Sephora page. Terrible beauty vlogger. Alright guys, so this is 2 layers fully built up and blended in. I'm gonna say right off the bat, I do not think this brush is worth the money. I wouldn't even really waste my time on this. I think it's kind of gimmicky. I think it's a weird shape, and honestly, unless you're pushing in the foundation, it's just gonna keep on moving it and you're not gonna get a lot of coverage with it, which is the point of using a foundation brush instead of a sponge. Sponge is gonna give you less coverage than a brush, but this brush doesn't even give you that much coverage to begin with because it just moves around the product. So I'm gonna say that the brush is a no personally, but the foundation is not that bad as of now. I'm gonna go ahead and read the specs off because I forgot to do that in the beginning. Alright, so it says that the coverage is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. It's supposed to be for sensitive, normal, dry, combination, and oily skin type. It's supposed to have a matte finish, which I'm definitely noticing it is way more on the matte side now that it is drying up, so I'll give it that. I had to build it up to a full coverage, and now I'm at a full coverage, but I definitely had to build it up to a full coverage. It has SPF 20, and it's supposed to be a skin-loving 24-hour breathable full coverage natural matte liquid foundation available in 30 color true shades. It said 29 colors, but on the actual details it says 30. I don't know what that's about. Okay, this skin-loving high-performance formula blurs pores and imperfections while improving your skin's condition, all with a soft, focused, natural matte finish. With up to 24-hour wear in a range of 30 true-to-you shades, it works in place as hard as you do. Just one pump delivers lightweight, oil-free, photo-friendly full coverage. That's a damn lie. I didn't give me full coverage until my second layer. Let's be real. It is formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. This product is dermatologist tested, oil-free, non-comedogenic, and non-acnegenic. This is supposed to be a 24-hour wear foundation. I have never worn a foundation for 24 hours, and I don't plan on doing that with this anytime soon. But what I will do is take you around vlog style through the rest of my day, and then give you guys an update on it maybe tomorrow, and see how it wears tomorrow as well. I'm going to wear this for 2 full days. I can honestly say right now, I feel like it is drying. Definitely. It's drying fast. It's drying to a matte. I don't know how I feel about it just yet. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back and tell you guys how I feel about it, and then I will take you throughout my day. Like I said, I do have a full day full of chores and kind of keeping up with like housework and stuff, so I'll definitely do check-ins because I'm not really leaving anywhere. But it is a hot day, so I am going to walk outside a little bit and see how it wears in the heat. Alright guys, well I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup, and I went ahead and just zoomed you guys in so you guys can see, looking quite matte. This even feels like a very matte foundation. I went ahead and I packed on the highlight and just did a very minimal look because I really wanted the skin to be the focus of this review, obviously because we're reviewing a foundation. So as of now, I have no complaints other than it just feels a little bit more drying than usual, but that doesn't really strike a problem with me because then I know to just use a hydrating primer underneath. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. I did not bake because I didn't feel the need to bake with this foundation on. That's how matte it feels. I just set my under eyes with like a little bit of powder, and I set the rest of my face with a little bit of powder just so, you know, my bronzer and blush wouldn't skip so much, but I did not need to bake at all with this foundation. This is a very matte foundation. And this is what the look came out. Again, I wanted to do a very minimal makeup because I wanted to keep the focus more on the skin and to see how the skin performed. If you guys see me really highlighted, it's because I packed on the highlight on my nose, on my cheekbones and stuff, but everywhere else I kept it pretty minimal because I wanted you guys, again, to really see how the foundation was wearing on the skin. And this is what it's looking like so far. I have no complaints. It doesn't feel too dry to the point where it's uncomfortable. I don't feel my oil seeping through and wanting to like seep, because that was the problem with my Laura Mercier foundation, was once the oil seeped through, it was game over. My entire face felt greasy, and with this I don't feel that just yet. So we will see though. It is 4:45 right now. I will come back in a few hours. Can we talk about this really pretty glossy lip though? I just got these new lip glosses from Koki Cosmetics, which I believe are exclusive to Walmart. And I decided to wear this shade, which is really pretty baby pink. This is in the shade Invincible. And I got these 3 nude shades. So I got Unspoken, Invincible, and this one, the sticker fell off. So I don't know what this one is called, unfortunately. But they feel really good. Well, this one, the one I'm wearing, Invincible, this one feels really good. It feels really creamy and not too sticky, and it has great pigment. Alright guys, so I'm out of this chair. I'm going to go ahead and do some chores and keep you guys updated on this foundation. As a first check-in, it is about 6 o'clock, so I've been wearing this for about 2 hours, and I swear to you, it looks like I just put it on. Like, up close, it's just flawless. It's still a very matte foundation, still feels very dry. I can't imagine how it would have felt if I would have baked with it, or if I wouldn't have sprayed my entire face with the MAC Fix Plus, because it's a very, very mattifying foundation. I don't know how somebody with dry skin would do with this foundation, because on me and my oily skin, I really like it, guys. I am very impressed with this foundation. It's definitely something I'm gonna have to work with and wear like hydrating primers underneath, but as of now, I really like it. It's not irritating me at all. I don't feel like it's making my skin, you know, more textured than it is, because right now my skin is going through some stuff, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video. But yeah, I really like it and I have no complaints at all. Like, this is a dope foundation. All right, guys, it is 9 o'clock at night. Autumn and I are watching Trolls. Yep. She's eating soup. I was drinking some coffee. Fun fact, coffee doesn't affect me at all. It doesn't give me jitters, doesn't wake me up, doesn't take my sleep away. I just love coffee. Okay, so about this foundation though, it's finally starting to feel a little less matte and not so drying. It's starting to break up around my nose, not so much like really break up, but I kind of have, you know, been moving and it's been like seeping into the lines here, which usually all foundations do. But I really do like the way this foundation is wearing. I definitely don't think on me it's gonna last anywhere close to 24 hours, because I'm definitely gonna wash it off here in a bit. But my last check-in of the day, it's like I said, it's like 9 o'clock already and I love it. Like, I think this is a really good foundation. Didn't irritate me. It wore really nicely. I'm gonna wear it again tomorrow and see how it do. But yeah, I'll end the video off, or today's video off here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm wearing the BareMinerals foundation for my second time. Like, this is the second day of me wearing it, and I've been wearing it for about an hour, 2 hours maybe. I didn't really check the time, but it's wearing beautifully still. I have no complaints really about this foundation. I will say I don't think this is a foundation that I would ever wear every single day. This is definitely like a special occasion. You want to beat face kind of foundation, because it's a heavy foundation. It feels heavy. It feels really drying at first. It does settle and get more comfortable once you wear it, but then when you wear it does become less matte. And what I'm trying to say is I don't think it's an everyday foundation. I think it's definitely, you know, for those special occasions. I would never ever make this an everyday foundation ever. It's just too heavy in my opinion, and I would rather something more lightweight and less coverage for a more day-to-day basis. But that's just me. Alright guys, it is 5:30 and let's all remember I applied this foundation at 1 in the afternoon today, and look at how oily it is getting. It is not necessarily breaking apart. It's still holding together pretty well, but it is getting matte oily. And I did use a mattifying primer today. I used my Urban Decay D6 Prep Priming Spray, as well as my NYX Tea Tree Skin Balance Elixir, which usually work out pretty well for me with other mattifying foundations. For some reason today it just broke apart so fast. It's not breaking apart, bad term. It's not breaking apart, it's just matte oily. So I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think this BareMinerals foundation is a 24-hour foundation. I don't even think it's a 12-hour foundation. I will give it maybe 4, 5, 6 hours. Maybe. If I would have used a legit mattifying primer, then maybe. But it's so matte in the beginning that it's uncomfortable to put a mattifying primer underneath. So this is what I would call like a glam foundation. This is going to give you perfect flawless skin, because it is a very beautiful foundation, but it's going to give you maybe a good 3 hours of flawlessness, and then it's going to start doing this, which is doing on me. Again, I have an oily T-zone. I'm pretty normal everywhere else. It is a very hot day today, not gonna lie. So I definitely approve this foundation because it's a gorgeous foundation. I just don't approve the longevity for us girls with oily skin. That is just my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I do approve this foundation. I do not approve the longevity claim. I think it's a gorgeous foundation. Don't think it's full coverage right away, but it is very buildable and I do approve it. Autumn,
what?
You like the foundation?
Yeah.
You approve the foundation? So Autumn approves it. I'm definitely gonna dab my face here in a little bit. I just wanted you guys to see the oiliness of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I gotta drive my ass to Sac right now, but I will catch you in the next one. Love you guys.